Hi guys, Queen Bee is here. Yes, guys, it's early in the morning. I am on my way to work. I have a full 16-hour shift. Yes, you heard me right. I have a 16-hour shift today. So I say, let me make this video on my way to work because once I get to work today, it might be a very busy day for me. So, Queen Bee come as usual, not to mind her business, and to give her 2 cents on certain things. Now, it's gonna be pretty much about 3 people. You might hear me mention 3 names in this video, okay? So I need you to stand by and I need you to really pay attention and watch this video all the way to the end, all right? And in the meantime, don't forget, subscribe, hit that like button. Guys, I didn't realize how important that like button is, but I guess the like button kind of help you to move up in the, I don't know how to say the word, but I will try, algorithm or algorithm and whatever the word is. I don't know how to say that word. But anyway, it kind of help you move up on YouTube as a form of video suggestion. YouTube will more put your video up there as a suggestion because the more you like the video is the more YouTube sense that, okay, this is what people want to see, or this blogger is who people are interested in, so therefore we're going to push their video up there, all right? So now I see why people always say like, come on, like it up, come on, but I share nothing more to that, like it, you know. So I'm not gonna say all of that, yeah, I'm too bougie to say that, but yes, guys, just like up the video. All if you not like, you just press the like, you understand? All if you not like me, just still hit like, yeah. Just be a hypocrite for 1 second for me. Anyway, let me get to the point of what my video is really all about this morning, right? Or tonight, or wherever you are. Now, the first thing I want to touch on is the whole Lorraine and Charmaine Ranger saga, right? The whole Lorraine and Charmaine Ranger saga. Now, I call it a saga because that is exactly what it may turn out to be, because the more Charmaine Ranger come out and the more she's putting voice notes out and the more she's, talking up a bag of things and, is the more I'm sure maybe Lorraine is going to come out to counteract that and also, have her 2 cents and say her piece or say her 2 cents. So it's a next saga that's we're about to go down that road. But is one thing that I do want to say to Lorraine. Lorraine, you went through this before, right? This is like your second rodeo in this type of situation where you trusted people, and these are people that's coming off of social media. This is not even people that you meet in a real life. These are not people that you grew up with. These are not people that you could call your best friend. These are people you have met over social media. And for you to be able to put so much trust into somebody that you have never met, someone that's coming off of social media, to me, it's just ridiculous. In my honest opinion, I think that is absolutely naive of you, and that's absolutely ridiculous decision for you to make, right? Now, you went through this with a particular person before, and you see how that turned out, right? And they pretty much slandered you the same way, came up with a lot of things that you said and did during that course of time, and played videos and played, voice notes, and you went down that road before. And everyone would think that you would learn your lesson, but you didn't learn your lesson, right? You went ahead again and you befriended someone off of social media, and you befriend them to the point where you even start calling them your daughter. Now, what is more closer to a person's heart than their child? What is more closer to a mother's heart like their child? So when you took this girl and you calling her your child, that meaning to say it's to that depth of a level and that depth of a love that you gave to an absolute stranger that you met on social media, to the point where you even went ahead and gave her all your, let's call it your treasure, right? Let's call your voice notes and whatever evidence that you feel that you have and been building up over the years. Let's call it that's your treasure, right? Because that's what you had all along, to say, hey, if I'm ever to be taken to court, or if, I'm ever trying to, be accused of slander and people try to take me to court, these are all my evidence I want to have to vindicate myself. So therefore, you took that information, and not even your own daughter, your own birthright, your own child that you gave birth to, you did not give it to. You gave it to an absolutely total stranger that you met on social media and trusted her that much. I even went as far as hear you say she has your lawyer phone number. She has all your, personal information in dealings of the different dealings that you may have going on. So in case anything happens to you, she'd be able to go and retrieve it and pull for it. An absolute stranger that you met on social media, you had that much love and that much faith that you divulge all that deep, dark, intimate secrets about your social life and all your little treasures that you've been storing up all these years. You love and trust this total stranger that much that you gave her access to that. Lorraine, you're smarter than that. You're smarter than that. So what happened? What happened the moment you decide to entrust a total stranger with such delicate information? All right? So you have no one, Lorraine, at this point, no one to blame but yourself. No one to blame but yourself, because you've been down this road before and you allow it to happen to you again in a short space of time. All right? So I'm going to say that part to you. Now, as far as recording people, me personally, I have no issue with anybody recording anybody for any reason or for anything, because the world that we're living in today, you have to able to prove your innocence one way or another. And the most important, or the biggest evidence, or the most impact of an evidence that could help clear you, is to hear it coming from the horse's mouth. I could come to you all day long and say, John say this, or Mary say that, or I didn't say that, Tom said it. I could say that all day long, but the biggest impact of an evidence that could help clear you immediately is to actually hear Tom saying it out of his own mouth, or Mary saying it out of their own mouth. You understand me? So if anybody, especially being on social media, and especially when you're dealing with someone that, have a reputation, to lie, or they have a reputation of not being trustworthy or truthful, and you're dealing with that person, you're having a conversation with that person, and you want to record them for your own protection, I don't see anything wrong with that. What I saw wrong with that, like I just said, is entrusting that now into the hands of a total stranger that you know nothing about. You don't know their background, you don't have a history on them, and to entrust them with such confidential conversation of others is where I feel you went wrong. Because not only are you exposing, the person, you also, not only are you exposing yourself, but you're also exposing the person in that conversation to that third party, which also made that person vulnerable. And for that, you're wrong. That's the part you're wrong about, is to share those voice notes or call yourself setting it to be put away safely, which came to bite you back in the behind. That was wrong, Lorraine. All right? So that's all I have to say on your part. Now let's get to Charmaine Ranger. Charmaine Ranger, to be honest, your name sound like a younger person. So I thought maybe Charmaine Ranger was in maybe her late 30s, early 40s, right? The most. Our late 30s. More like a late 30s. The name Charmaine Ranger, it put me in the mind of a person in their maybe late 30s, right? So I was kind of shocked when even you yourself come out your own mouth and said that you were 62. 62 years old. Amazing. First, let me just say, not everyone lives to see 62. So kudos to you that God spared your life for you to be able to live to see the age of 62, right? You're almost close to retirement age. Legal retirement age, because I think retirement age, you can retire as early as 65, right? So I was really, really shocked to find out that you're at that age. And for you to be 62 years old, I am assuming you have big kids. I'm assuming maybe you have a few grandkids. You could even have great-grand, you're at the age where you could be actually a great-grandmother, right? And to see you going on social media, looking attention, because this is all what it's about for Charmaine Ranger. Looking for attention, and that kind of attention is even more sickening. Looking for attention on social media and making a mockery and an a-hole of. Right? Because when you go on this platform, I noticed at first you were all over. I see you all over the place. I see you all over the place. It's like somebody trying to find an abiding city where they could stop and rest and move in, right? So they try here, they don't like it. They try there, they're not getting the attention that they're looking for. They try another avenue, that didn't work. And they finally pitched over by the great Ashanti's page, right? And of course, I'm sure when you went over Ashanti page, you probably kind of sat there as a silent listener for a while, because you was trying to get warmed up. You was trying to get the nerves even to come out and show yourself on his page, or even to type in his comment section. You probably, took you a minute to warm up before you were able to have the balls and the galls and the bravery to do it, because you didn't know how you were going to be accepted, right? And once you have some good gossip for tell, long as you use the word, I have some bomb for drop. Long as it's against Lorraine, Amasia, Atina, or any of those names that we all know that I've already put into my formula video. If you haven't watched my formula video, guys, go and watch my video that's called The Formula, and you will understand what I'm talking about right now as I speak. Right? So what the key word to say in order to be accepted fully and embraced into the 360 family. And that is, I have bombs to drop. Right? And that's what you did. And of course, immediately 360 gonna grab you, hold on to you, embrace you, baby you, calm you. He's going to do everything, love you. He's going to do everything he can to secure those bombs for himself, because we have seen it happen before. Do I blame Ashanti for gravitating and grabbing you and fling you in a camp and hold on by you? Do I blame him? No. Because everybody know what Ashanti is about. They all know what his program is about. Ashanti is about entertainment. He is about entertainment. He's about being the greatest entertainer, social media wise, over everybody else. He brings you the entertainment, what he calls entertainment. Ashanti type of entertainment on social media is like, okay, I don't know if you remember back in the medieval days, whatever you say that word, we all have issues saying certain words, guys. It's not just Miss D, all of us do, okay? All right. But anyway, back in the medieval days, right, when they used to be on the horses and they're in the middle of a ring and they have long swords and they're fighting with the swords and, stabbing at each other, and, it used to be very, very dangerous. It was a dangerous entertainment that people used to pay a lot of money to go watch in the medieval days, back in the olden days, right? That's what people call fun, to watch people stab one another, juke one another with the long sword and chase each other with the horse and then go round and round in a circle, and everybody is watching it and cheering it on, and they having a grand old time, and people really enjoying that type of thing, right? You also used to have where people used to be in the middle, just the same, in the middle of a ring, right? And they using the big old time stone battens with the big spikes all over it, and they used to fight and beat them one another till blood they come all over them, and raving, and people cheer them on, and woo, and they were loving it, yeah. Then you have boxing, right? People love boxing. OMG, people love boxing. What boxing is? Boxing is very physical. People get hurt. You see blood, then bust them head, bust them eye swell up, lip bust, this, that, and people cheered on and they loved it, right? Right. And that was a form of entertainment. So, Ashanti show is that kind of entertainment, all right? That's the reason why when he come out strong, him come out for the juggler, him come out for blood, because that's entertainment for him. And if you sit there and you internalize what he's doing to you, showing up your family picture, telling you if you're going to suck your mama, tell you if you're going to suck yourself, call your job and do this and do that, and do all kind of thing. All of that wraps into entertainment for him. Is it right? No, but that's the type of entertainment he chooses to do. And if he chooses to do that type of entertainment, and he could have that much followers and that many people cheering him on, that means that's what the audience, his type of audience, likes to see. And we as bloggers, we aim to give the audience what they like to see and hear. His type of audience, they love that. They love blood. They love gore. They love, people going at each other. They love hearing him bash and disgrace and discuss and whatever, people. They like to see him go for the juggler. They like to see him go for the, having the bomb drops, dropping the bombs here and there. And, that's his type of audience. So you cannot blame him for coming out with those type of topics and those type of entertainment. The most you can do is just swipe past, go to another channel, just swipe up, swipe down, swipe across, however, which way you want to swipe. Just go ahead and swipe yourself away. But you cannot, per se, internalize the things that he say and do about you, because at the end of the day, it's social media. It's somebody you have never met and somebody you may never met. And anybody that's listening to him classing you a certain way and dipping up underneath to the way he does, if anybody that's watching it with any good common sense will know that it's just cuss word, because this man knows nothing about you. He never been in your pum pum, so you don't know, you don't know if your pum pum stink or not. So because you're stinking pum pum, everybody with sense we should already know the man is making that up. If him say, you know, your daughter lesbian and she F2 woman or she F3 woman, everybody with any good common sense will know say nothing no gossip, because he does not know your daughter in real life. Your daughter never call him up on the phone and have a personal conversation with him and tell him say, yes man, me a F2 girl, or me a F2 boy, or me a F3 girl, or whatever. That never happened, because if it did, he would play the voice note. So from him cannot play a voice note with the daughter in her own words, is telling him that she F2 man or she F2, then anybody with good common sense will know that it's just something that he made up for entertainment. And so forth and so on. So why in the world? The only definitely thing that I would say to Ashanti is, you know, try your best. Just stay away from kids. Everybody on social media, when it comes to the kids, Jesus Christ, the kids them are innocent. They did not ask to be born from that mother that's giving you trouble. They did not ask to come into this world amongst the person that's causing you your pain. Give them a chance to live. Give the kids, and when they grow up, anything on social media stays in the metaverse for life. You don't know at what point of their life, what point of the stage of their life, they may end up bucking up on a video, or all they can see is their mother being disgraced in the most disgusting way, and seeing their own picture plastered all over social media. You don't know at what point, you know, their classmates may one day run across social media and say, wait a minute, no sir, but that looked like XYZ and so, and that is his mother. OMG. And before you know it, they start to banter him, they start to make fun of him, they start to disgrace him, they start to send out the video all over the place, and before you know it, you end up with another victim, which is a child that had nothing to do with you and the mother, or you or the father. Argument on social media. So that's the only thing I would tell anybody and everybody that uses kids. And they say, who know better, do better. So you can't always say, because you put up my kid, me go put up back your kids. You cannot always use that as an excuse. Who know better, do ras better, man. So don't leave the kids them out of it, period. Stop plastering up their pictures on social media. Stop calling them out, call out them name, have them picture everywhere in a most derogatory way. Only if you stop it, man, that is not nice. Think about the kids, don't think about the mother and the father that you're having that argument with. If you want class them, you gotta go class them. You don't want class and one another between the two or uno. The kids should not be involved. That's the only thing that I would say not to do. Right? But anything else is fair game on social media, because that is what social media is all about. Excitement and drama and pasa. I don't care what nobody wants to say. It's only the very, 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 very lucky ones who can come up with some good, nice, positive video and still get the support from you people. Very, very, very few. The rest of them feels that them have to come with drama and pasa. And tearing people down and tearing people up and calling them all kind of names and this and dip up underneath them mother, them poopa, them pitney, everything in order to get those views. And for that, it is very, very sad that that's what social media has come to. Only can go all day long and talk about, you know, Queen Bee causing this on social media, or Queen Bee causing, you know, mix up on social. No, Queen Bee come to talk and telling the raw truth. And Queen Bee is talking about things that Unu self already put out there on social media. And on me come and create one drama and dash it go no. Alright? So stop with that lying narrative and know the difference between somebody who's causing problem and chaos on social media compared to somebody who will come out here and go into the raw facts, no matter who it is about and no matter what is it she's going to talk about. She's going to speak her mind and she's going to say what she has to say and she move right along. If me have to come and drop me little word here and there, yes, me go do it, yes, because sometimes it's sweet, me not lie. The dropping of the word is very sweet. I can see know why certain individuals used to do it a lot. Because instead of you come out here and act like a hooligan and cuss them back and go tay with them, you just come and drop one and two little word where them know say they make go fat and it's sweet you with it on them and you just keep on moving. Yeah, so you know me a human being, so me not say me all perfect, but I'm near perfect, I think. But anyway, that's what Queen Bee come to say this morning, right? And to wrap it up all, Charmaine Ranger, back to you. Charmaine Ranger, like I said, for your age, and for you to go around on social media looking attention, because that's all this is really all about for Charmaine Ranger, is attention, right? Now that she's into Ashanti camp, right? And don't get it twisted, Charmaine. Don't get it twisted even for a second. You're in the camp temporarily, okay? You're in the camp temporarily. Alright, so don't get too comfortable in the camp. Don't go build a house on that land, okay? Don't go try moving in permanently. Don't come and bring your suitcase, your furniture, your car, everything with you. Don't do that. Just bring the facts, the information, or whatever you call the facts. Whatever information you have, whatever voice note you have, whatever little evidence you think you have, that's the only thing you need to walk with, because that's the only thing Ashanti is interested in. He's not interested in you. He's not interested in you moving in. He's not even interested in you staying over there, because as much as talking about art of war, I never read the book. But common sense can tell me that if a person that walks about and have no alliance or allegiance to no one person, they cannot be trusted. So I don't see a smart person who's running in camp is going to bring in a person like yourself who cannot be trusted. You understand me? It cannot be trusted. I don't see that person bringing you into that camp on a permanent basis, because you already proven to him and the world and to all his followers and viewers, anyway, the smart, intelligent ones, that you cannot be trusted. So don't get it twisted, alright? Right now they're making a full mockery of you. I watched Ashanti video last night, right? When you come out and talking up the things them and talking up some of the things them, and you know, you at some point sound like you want to run Ashanti show. You see the way Ashanti back down and give you the floor and give you the respect? My girl, once you get all the information I want out of you, try that with him again. Try exit up yourself or sound in your voice like you're trying to run him show or tell him when to be quiet so you can talk. My girl, once him get all the information he want out of you, and the most important information when my weight pan for drop is the person under the bed. You see, if I didn't get that one there, my girl, now try that with Ashanti. Cause the cuss out and the dip up and thing you're gonna get. Trust and believe me, you might go in and kind of have a heart attack. And me that never want to know so you make social media, or anybody off of social media gave you a heart attack. Right? So I'm telling you, don't get too comfortable in the 360 family. Alright? Alright. Now so me never want you know. Because me I tell you, so when me watch Ashanti last night, me say it's funny, I laugh to so till at certain point. Because I hear you to exalt yourself and you carry on with the, you know, with the bomb they gonna drop on the art of war. It come like you all want to reteach. The way they sound and the way they talk. Come like you all want to reteach Ashanti about the art of war. Lady, you know what you get yourself into? My girl, don't get comfortable over there. Once the information come out what I want, and once he get the evidence what I need, trust and believe me, not try that with him. Alright? Them just can't say me no want you again. But the way the man, we say all to the point where, you know, people in the comment section go fucking yourself and them a talk back. Me say the way Ashanti get freed. Because Ashanti no want to drive you, we kind of get what I need out of you yet. He no get the bomb yet, he no get all of the bomb them yet. The only thing he get a little firecracker here, there and everywhere, but he no get the big bomb yet. Ashanti catch him afraid because I don't want the people to frighten you away before him get the information. Ashanti have to come in and humble down himself and humble down his audience and plan cause they not just chill no man, relax no man, you have to trust me no man. Come on man, and him big up Charmaine Ranger, you are it and go and talk man, no listen to the audience. Hey audience, you no chill no man, you no calm no man, chow. When I go on some man, chow, you not to trust the boss, you know the boss said no I do. Please, me I beg you to calm down. Please, calm down. Please, me need to get this information from her. Oh, please. And Charmaine know who thinking say the reason why him a do that is because him just love the fact that she's in camp and she's the newest queen, you know, beside him, you know, him a the king and she a the queen and she feel good about herself, man, and I know to say the man only a keep the people him calm until he can get the information I need out of your Ross. RASS, yeah, because you know me not like curse. But yeah, that's all him I wait for. The minute he get that information, the whole of them gonna let loose by you. Lady, you don't know what you do. Me say the minute he get every information he need out of you, him a leg go in people, them and him a leg go by you, lady. Sorry for you. Sorry for your poor thing, 62 years old, and at this age, you're really and truly looking for attention from social media. Oh, sad is that. Very, very sad. Very sad. Anyway, guys, you know, that's it. That's all I have to say. That's my 2 cents, 3 cents, and 5 cents that I'm come to say on the whole entire matter. Lorraine, you gotta hold your head up. Regardless of what happened on social media, I know you're laughing it off and I know you're playing it, you know, skitting it out, but I know you got to be hurting. Got to be hurting. I'm so sorry that you thought you could trust somebody that's coming off of social media to that deep level to give them so much information or so much, you know, sensitive information to be to safekeep. Very sorry that you made that decision. You understand me? But I don't want you to use that and isolate yourself because you have some real genuine people out there that really and truly loves you, that would never think to do that to you, no matter what you do them, no matter how you rub them the wrong way. They rather come in your inbox and tell you how they feel about you than to put you out there in social media. Those are the people you need to trust. You need to listen to yourself and say, how many times have I offended that person? How many times certain things came out and that person could have took it the wrong way and come out and rub me and scrub me and expose me, and that person never did. How many times I may not speak to that person for a while, I may not answer their phone calls, I may not answer their texts or anything, and yet that person did not get offended and run out on me and expose me and, you know, disgrace me and dip up underneath me. Those are the key things you need to look at to know who is more truer to you. Because the one that you took to your heart and love and trust, it only took one incident for them to run out upon you. That means they were never real and they never was genuine from the get-go. And there's one more bomb or one more disappointment, and it's going to be your biggest one ever that's still yet to come. And you can't say your own spirit within yourself did not warn you, but you don't listen to your spirit. You more listen to people and you look at ning them in your ears and you look at nang them in your ears. You kind of more listen to them and you ignore your spirit, and that's why you keep getting yourself in trouble. Alright, so get back in tune with your spirit and get deeper and continue to get deeper in God, because only Him alone is long lasting and firm and never ending. Alright? Ashanti, like I said, the program that you run and the type of entertainment that you give, you have your own particular audience for that type of entertainment. But please, please, please take in mind sometime that the information that you put out and the way you class people at times, it can deeply affect others that's not strong enough to tune it out and not internalize it, okay? People can lose their life over the things you say. People can lose their life off of the fact that you show them picture on social media and disgrace them. People can lose their jobs, which is their livelihood, and once they lose their livelihood, they feel like they lost it all. It's so many different things. Your kind of program can affect people, right? But at the end of the day, that is your program, and it's only between you and God can change that. And whenever the time comes that you would change your narrative of the type of program that you do and the type of people that you attract, is the day you're going to see a total difference even in your own life, and your life will be so elevated and you will be blessed beyond blessed. If you feel that you're blessed now, you haven't seen blessings yet. All right, so I would suggest to you to sometime, kind of think before you put certain things out there on people or put certain information out there, and just think about the devastation you can really have on that person's life. And I know it's entertainment for you, but for that person, is nothing entertaining about it. All right. As far as Charmaine Ranger, Miss Ranger, you are 62 years old. I'm sure your mom did not raise you to be running around on social media at this age, causing the mayhem and the havoc and the destruction and the drama that you're currently doing now. I am sure your mom did not raise you to think at 62 this is what you would be doing. I'm sure she probably thinking at 62 you're well stabilized, you're in a good job, because some people don't take early retirement, and you sound strong enough where I feel you may go the full length up to 70 years old. I think that's the highest age you could go before you retire, and the earliest is 65. So I'm sure you sound strong enough where you may still be in a nice, good, stable job. You talk that you have your things them already, you have your little house and whatever. Find yourself, either if you're not working, find yourself volunteering your time, maybe at a homeless shelter, or maybe volunteer with, working with children, or volunteer, in the church. But find yourself volunteering somewhere else if you want the attention that you're looking for and the gratification, because I don't see what bashing people and bringing out bombs and all of that, how it's going to bring you gratification. And if it does, it's only temporarily, right? It's only temporarily gratification you're going to get from that. So I don't see what the sense, right? So find yourself in a church somewhere, volunteer your time at a homeless shelter, go feed the poor, go to the Salvation Army and volunteer your time there. There's a lot of places that you can go and volunteer and spend your good quality time, instead of being on social media trying to bring somebody down, and instead of trying to bring out bombs and missiles on social media. All right. Who else did I leave out now? And for me, for the adopted daughter, like Lorraine said, she's wondering why, like what could have caused you to immediately turn against her the way you did. And the reason is Charmaine Ranger. And if no one have connected that dot yet, then you're very slow. Charmaine Ranger, it seemed like this particular girl is very, what you call it now, very vulnerable, right? She sounds like one of them person that's probably easily swayed, right? So all you need is somebody evil and demonic to come in their ears and start ning, 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 and tell them certain things against a particular person, or put things in them ears and say, no man, you shouldn't be a moderator on our page, and she not pay you because she make big money. You know how much money them a make on social media? At thousands of dollars, and up to now, how much she ever give you? Oh, she never give me none. Oh, girl, she not give you none. No, girl, you are idiot. She a use you, and so she stay a old wicked evil Lorraine. She a take all of the money for herself, and you that do all the work on our platform. You that build it, you that moderate it, you that this, you that that. She wicked and evil, and she should have give some of the money. No man, if I'm me and you, me that stop from the moderator for. Matter of fact, me that take the page for myself. Me sorry. I mean, work hard to build this page, and me gonna take the page, yeah. You know? At that day, Charmaine Ranger, the ningy, that the poor little girl is, to the point where the girl just start get corrupt. She start getting angry at Lorraine. She start bad-minding Lorraine. She start become evilous with Lorraine, and she team up with Charmaine Ranger, and Charmaine Ranger just lead her into doing all kind of damn rash foolishness. Right? And she do it. Now that she do it and everything come out in the air and Lorraine is been hurt by it, yeah, me not say she not feel bad, and I feel that girl is feeling so bad. But you know, sometimes when a person feels so bad and there's nothing they can do, you know, to retract what they have done, it just angers them more at themselves, right? They're more angry at themselves at this point other than you. But they don't know how to come out because they're not going to apologize because they're shame like a dog. So they rather just don't take a phone call and just totally avoid you. But I feel this girl feel very bad in what she did. And the way they play out now on social media, and the way Lorraine consistently coming out saying how much it really hurt her, and how much she really and truly loved this girl. Every time Lorraine said that word, I really love that girl, trust me, Lorraine, it they lick her in her heart and her conscience, they kill her. And maybe one day, maybe one far long day from here, you may get a sincere apology from her, and you will finally get the answer that you're looking for. And the answer is why? Why did you do this? You may finally get your answer. You understand me? But other than that, just learn your lesson, Lorraine, and just keep it moving, all right? All right. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. I already said my 2 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent dollar. And it's time for Queen Bee to go. So you have a blessed day, blessed afternoon, blessed evening, blessed night. All depends on what part of the world you're in today. Queen Bee love you, and Queen Bee is out.